Not-so-secret weapon in spending one's way out of the Democratic experiment and towards something much more closely resembling an oligarchy. The world's richest man is now lending his massive resources to turbocharge the pressure campaign to confirm Donald Trump's top cabinet nominees. Pete Hegseth, Tulsi Gabbard, Kash Patel, RFK Jr., and more, all of whom face very legitimate questions about their basic competence and fitness for the jobs they've been tapped to do. There's brand new reporting in the New York Times today that reveals that, quote, a dark money conservative group that Musk has used for political spending ran digital ads in Iowa calling on people to urge Senator Ernst to vote for Mr. Hegseth. In fact, Team Trump sees Elon Musk's wallet and vast resources as the best way to bully and browbeat Republicans into submission. One Trump advisor telling ABC's John Carl last month this, quote, if you're on the wrong side of the vote, you're buying yourself a primary. That is all the advisor told John Carl. And there's a guy named Elon Musk who's going to finance it. The president gets to decide his cabinet and no one else, the advisor adds. The problem is this. It's simply not how the Constitution says it works. The Senate has a constitutionally mandated role. It's called advice and consent. It's in Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution. What Team Trump is asking is to force the Senate, in particular the incoming Republican majority, to simply abdicate that role and make Trump a king, to surrender their constitutionally mandated job and obligation in vetting nominees. Many Republicans, I'm sure, will be more than happy to hand over their oversight role to the world's richest man. Over on the House side, here's Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene last week.
Elon and Vivek talked about having a naughty list and a nice list for members of Congress and senators and how we vote and how we're spending the American people's money. I think that would be fantastic.
So that's her view on all this. But what Republicans, especially Senate Republicans, decide to do with their constitutional duty and authority is about much more than their personal fears of retribution or their political ambitions for the future. Trump and Musk are trying to kneecap really the only remaining check on Donald Trump's complete control over the federal government. And it isn't about nominees who are too Republican or too conservative or too ideological. Many of Trump's nominees are radical choices to lead their departments, and they hail from all corners of the ideological spectrum. New York Times reports this, quote, many of his would-be nominees have fiercely criticized the very agencies they're seeking to helm. Some of the claims they have leveled are faulty to start. These nominees also should face basic questions of whether they're up to the job. And it is up to the